got a little bit of a co-host today. We'll see. We'll see how how long she hangs out. That's Harvey Dent. Harvey Two Cheeks. Uh, hi, hi, and that's Jerry. Jerry, come here, whoa, yo, whoa, whoa. So yeah, chaos is a given, as much in life as it is in well, creative production. But chaos can be minimized through process, structure, and systems of logic. In other words, it all starts with the damn script. Look, chaotic productions don't just appear out of nowhere. They begin quietly with a skipped outline, a half-baked idea, or a script that no one bothered to fix. Seriously, is it really that hard to just get it right on the page first? My name is Crumbine. This is Emergency Creative, and this is me telling you to just write the damn script. A few months ago, a producer reached out and asked for feedback on a feature screenplay that was going into production later this year. They were also gauging my interest in editing the final film. I read the script and then immediately got on the phone to talk through my notes. Here's what was interesting about my conversation with the producer. They agreed with all of my notes, the restructuring, the character adjustments, all of it. They were on board with it. But the schedule they were working with meant there was no time to overhaul the script. Meaning, come hell or high water, they were going into production with what was on the page, flaws and all. And what that meant was that the director would have to try and fix things and smooth out the rough edges and make all the awkward shit work while they were shooting. This puts stress on the director, more stress. Puts stress on the actors, more stress. And the whole production. And when they can't get things right in camera, it then falls to the editor to try and figure out how to fix everything in post. When we're talking about a film production, at least a reputable film production, or one where you yourself are not the screenwriter, yes, there will be an inherent cost to getting it right on the page. But that's just the cost of doing business with someone who knows how to write. But that cost is nothing compared to the stress and frustration and failure that comes from the alternative. Another example was a corporate video that I was not at all involved with scripting, but I was shooting and editing. The script, which I did not even see until we were day of shooting, the script was subpar, and that is being generous. A very simple 10-minute shoot turned into a drawn-out mess. There were constant rewrites, clashing opinions, and entirely too many cooks in the kitchen. And then, invariably, I still had to fix it in post. In that instance, the cost of getting it right on the page first, it was practically nothing. It was just corporate spin where good enough is good enough. So even if you don't want to engage a skilled writer, it takes about 2 frickin' seconds to throw the copy into ChatGPT with a prompt asking for a more palatable rewrite. Easy. Okay, but let's talk YouTube, the dream job for a new generation. Just turn on a camera and talk, right? Except, no, it's not that simple. Speaking extemporaneously on any given subject, meaning unscripted and off the cuff, it's a skill that often takes a lot of time to develop. And even if you are great at riffing, you will still end up having to clean it all up in post. And that takes time or money, usually both. What does it cost to get your YouTube video right on the page first? Nothing. Writing a script allows you to refine your thoughts, eliminate repetition and redundancy, and simplify your production all the way down the line, from your first shot to your last edit. And there is literally nothing to be afraid of here. Writing is so fundamental to nearly everything we do in life that it just makes sense to develop the skill. And YouTube is a great place to do that. Experiment, refine, learn, because the skill you develop here, it's foundational, translating to nearly any other creative pursuit. Don't get me wrong. A blank page is terrifying. But trying to produce content without a script, that is way worse. All that chaos, the reshoots, the rewrites, the endless scrambling, it starts with one skipped step. Writing something that actually works. It costs nothing to get it right on the page. So write it up. Spare yourself the chaos. And as always, stay creative.